Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and I'm on a journey to get out of my student loan debt and lose some weight along the way. If any of that interests you, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below and join me on this journey. So why am I being weird and not actually showing you video? Well, that's because I have a new computer and I'm still trying to figure some things out. And I just didn't feel like putting on makeup today. So this is actually a couple of pictures from the other day. So of course I am Rachel Lynn and I do budgeting and weight loss here on my channel. And today I am going over my August mid-month budget. And so let's go ahead and go into Google Sheets. Now that I have switched computers, I no longer use Excel. I am trying to switch to Google Sheets. So that's something new for me as well. So let's go ahead and get into my budget and see how I've spent so far this month. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know if you can see my mouse. Okay, so this is my first actual recording on my new MacBook computer. I think I might know how to get video on here as well, but I'm not attempting that today because I don't want it to get too complicated. Plus, I'm not even sure if this is going to work in the first place. And second of all, yeah, I didn't feel like putting on makeup today, so I'm just filming it like it is. Okay, so I guess let's get started. This is my these are my notes. So I have income, no official income this month. Any needed funds will come from savings, and you might have already seen that. So if you don't already know, I do not currently have a job. I left my last school for several reasons, and I am now looking for a new teaching job. I have had a couple interviews, but nothing has come of it, and I don't know that those schools were a right fit for me personally anyway, so I'm not too upset about it. It is encouraging to me that I have gotten a couple of interviews because the last time I was really looking for a job like this, I wasn't even getting interviews. So it's been a while since I've been desperate for a job like this. So just having interviews is encouraging. I am working my way towards becoming a substitute, and I've already figured out if I can sub about 10 days a month, then that would actually make up for everything that I need to pay for as far as bills and things are concerned. So I think that that's somewhat doable, but first of all, I have to get on the sub list, and I'm currently not on there yet. So right now, I'm just pulling money from savings, and that's why I put all my money in savings instead of putting money towards debt. Hopefully, hopefully I will still be able to put at least $5,000 towards debt once I do find a job. That's kind of my goal, is to stay at that level. So let's go over each section. Okay, since I don't have a camera to actually hide part of the screen, it looks like we'll be going over more of my budget at a time. This is, of course, just like halfway through the month, and so there is more spending that I have done that is not included in this, so you'll have to check out my, August budget recap, come like the first week of September or so is when I will have that done and put together ready for you. So as you can clearly see right here, I have not spent anything from my teaching allocation. I haven't needed anything as far as like resume paper. I've actually just printed it out on regular paper because I have a binder and I just stick it in the binder, so like they don't even feel it. And they've probably already seen my resume because that is sent to them like through email or a folder that the district sends them, so I'm not in charge of printing out my resume. That got uploaded online. Everything is, digital nowadays, so I haven't had to spend any money in my teaching allocation. And of course, once I do have a job, depending on the grade level, I might have to, bump that up. But right now, I haven't spent anything, and it does not look like I will be spending anything from my teaching allocation by the end of the month. So over here to my other known allocations, this is usually where I start. I have given $90 to my church so far. I pulled out $891.17 from savings. That is so that all of the money that I need for the month could go where it needed to go, and I would have enough money, I guess. So this is actually $897.36, and then I have my Capital One interest that I earned from my savings accounts and my checking account. I actually was able to put $6.19 already back into savings, so that's why the difference is $891, and of course it's a negative number because I essentially pulled that money out. Actually, what I really did is I kept money in from last month, but I said that I put it towards savings and then pulled it out this month. It just keeps everything straight because I just like the way that worked in my brain, because all of that money from last month went to savings, and then this month I needed this amount from my savings, and I'll just kind of only pull from savings what I actually need, but I will be showing you essentially what my budget's going to show is not exactly what I'm doing with my bank accounts, but it's pretty much what is happening. I don't know if that makes sense. Like if I don't spend all of the money that I need, then I'm going to have money, and that money would go to savings and then pulling money back out of savings, but instead of transferring twice, I just kind of tell the difference. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't even know if I need to explain that, but that's essentially what I'm doing. Moving on. So my rent is my minimum payment for my Nelnet undergrad. This is because I am not paying for my undergraduate student loans. My parents are, but I pay rent to live at home, and so that was $273.66. And of course, my parents, they pay me the difference, and that usually comes in cash. My graduate loan payment, that is my personal payment that I have to pay, and that is $110.24. Of course, you probably won't see an extra student loan payment this month, and then I don't hardly ever add anything to my extra checking account. That's just half of my emergency fund. I added $95 towards my sinking funds. That is mostly just for my car insurance. I have to pay that every 6 months, so that's mostly what that is. And then my HP Instant Ink is $5.29, and I have paid for that, and I've definitely been using it this month, printing out resumes and a different cover letter for every school that I visit and all of that. So, and then Verizon is nothing. I have not paid that bill yet, although I just got a text message and email and an alert from my bank. Like, man, I set that up so that I will not miss my Verizon bill, that's for sure. So I have to pay that soon, but that just came in today. Then for my gas money, I spent $25.28 at Kroger, and then my spending allocation, I spent $1.10 at the U.S. Post Office, and I got 2 stamps. And then I also had a bank fee of $6, and I found out that apparently my bank was fee free because I had direct deposit. And now that I'm not getting direct deposit, I now have a $6 fee apparently, and I guess that is going to be the amount going forward from now on. I was kind of hoping that I could maybe talk to them and explain, like, I'm a teacher, so I didn't get paid, so maybe they could refund that. And it's very likely that I might be able to do that, but I think that they would want to have proof that I will continue to have direct deposit. And since I am not currently working, then I don't think that would count. So if I can start subbing on the regular and then kind of like show, hey, there were only 2 months that I wasn't getting paid because I'm a teacher, they might be able to do that. But I have to start getting direct deposit before I feel like I can ask for that. And then Apple iTunes is 99 cents. That has really helped with my storage on my phone, so I am continuing to keep that. It's $12 a year. I don't think $1 a month is going to make or break me. So I feel like it helps, so I continue to keep it. I have $31.91 left in this budget. I will go ahead and tell you now, I've actually spent more than that now. I think I'm still under budget as far as everything is concerned, but as of halfway through the month, then I haven't yet. So I just know that yeah, I have. Then my restaurant budget, I spent $5.30 at KFC and $12.49 at Culver's, and I have $7.21 left in that budget. I have already overspent that one as well. I do believe. But now that I've seen my groceries allocation, actually I've spent nothing from there. And so between my gas and my teaching and my groceries, I think I'm still under budget completely for the month. It's just kind of like my restaurant and spending. I kind of used, essentially my groceries and teaching budget to kind of make up for that. Then for my weight loss allocation, I have not gotten a 5K for September yet. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to. I just I'm having a hard time spending that money. I've also been pretty unmotivated as far as 5Ks and running and even walking, which is not a good thing. I'm not happy about that at all, but I also don't want to spend I don't want to spend the money, and that's $50 there that I could hold on to. And if I was truly motivated, I would just do a 5K on my own out on my own street. So and especially after missing out my August 5K, and I spent, I think it was like $38, and I didn't go to it. That one, I honestly just missed it. And I think maybe that's where part of my lack of motivation has come from, is because I missed my August 5K and I spent that money and I wasted it because I had the wrong date as far as when I was supposed to go, and I missed it before I realized it. And just I don't know. I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna spend this money, but if I spend it, that's a good thing, and if I don't spend it, then that's a good thing too. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it right now. Then coming over to my sinking funds, I paid $428.05 for my car insurance. That is 6 months. I pretty much have the bare minimum, but I've had the bare minimum for over a year and a half now. And I feel like it's been okay as long as I don't, get in a wreck. Then I think it's okay. And with the amount that I have in savings, I think it's okay to have pretty much bare minimum. I should be able to cover anything that really happens, unless my car is totaled. Then I have at least enough to get a $1,000 beater or whatever if I had to. So that is why I have the bare minimum, because I feel like I have my own personal money to insure myself. Then, of course, if you have not seen my I spent $1,000 Money Monday video or my MacBook Air unboxing video, then definitely go check those out. I will link both those videos down below in the description. But I did get a new computer, hence why you don't see my face on the screen, and why, as long as the sound is working, because there's no proof that it is, but as long as the sound is working, then this should be pretty quiet for you, and a pretty good microphone compared to what I did have with the fan constantly blowing, and it was hard. I felt like it was almost kind of hard to hear me. And I do think I know how I might be able to screen record with the camera, but I didn't feel like putting on makeup today, so I'm not. But I spent $1,112.97 from at Best Buy. Of course, there was tax added on, but I spent about $900 on the computer itself. I spent about $60 to $70 on a dongle in order to plug in, regular USB things, as well as have an SD card slot for my camera. And it's a pretty good dongle for what I need. And then I also spent about $70 or $80 on a pair of wireless headphones, which have been amazing. I love, listening to videos on YouTube and watching things, but I don't have to be like glued to my computer like I used to. I can actually like get things done around my room. I can go to the kitchen and grab a snack, and just like still listen. And it's really nice. I love the wireless headphones. So anyway, $350 is going to come from my laptop sinking fund, just because that's how much I had in there, and then the rest is going to come from my debt savings. So these are actually my sinking funds right here, and you can see I didn't put it in here, so that's all right. I'll put it in later. I had $460 in my car insurance sinking fund, so I will take that out of the amount. And then for my laptop that's way down here, I only had $350. I didn't add anything to it this month, so $350 right here for my laptop sinking fund. The rest of it will come from my savings. Here is my overall, budget and all of that. And so you can actually see here, this is how much I actually have in my savings right now, is almost $6,500. So, the difference of $1,100 is going to come from my savings to pay for the laptop. And then that leaves me still over $5,000 left to put towards debt if I got a job right now. So that's kind of where I am at. So now you can see my amount remaining here. I still have $30 left to give to church. There's one more Monday left in the month, so that will go to there. My rent is exact. My graduate loan payment is exact. My extra student loan payment, checking fund, those I just kind of skim over those. My sinking funds, I put exactly in my sinking funds that I planned on, which that was my progressive car insurance. And then, family time. Yeah, that's one that I want to continue to contribute to. Although now that I've really thought about it, why do I need to contribute to it? Because if something came up, like, I can just use the money from savings. Well, maybe I don't want to confuse it with, like, once I do put money towards debt, I don't, like, I want to have that money separate. I guess that's why I'm doing that. So I guess I'll keep doing it this way. So sinking funds was correct, and then HP Instant Ink was right on the dot. Verizon, I still have to pay my bill, and like I said, I've already gotten the bill in, and for some reason it's like almost $54. Like, that the change keeps going up and up and up. So it's like $53.90 something cents, and I know it's like less than $1, but it still drives me crazy that I can't budget that exactly. So I don't know. Do you have that problem? Do you have an issue with, like, when bills come in, like, especially bills like this that, like, I really don't feel like it should change. Like, I understand why water and electricity would change, but your cell phone bill, I don't understand why that's changing, and that drives me nuts. So leave me a comment down below if your cell phone bill changes from month to month, by a few cents each, and does that drive you crazy? Let me know down below. So my gas, I still have $49.72 left. I've actually spent some of that already, but I don't think I'll need any more gas by the end of the month. Groceries, I still have $25. Teaching, I still have $25. But technically not, because I've overspent. But spending, I still have $31.91, but I already know that I've gone over. And then restaurants, I have spent $7.21, but I already know that I've gone over on that. And then weight loss, I still have $50 left to spend. As far as this, I know that I am still under budget if you count it all into one, but I have gone over in my spending in restaurants. But you will have to check out my end of the month recap after September has started. I will have everything included on that. So that is my budget so far for the month of August. Of course, I've already given you a little sneak peek into what is to come, because I have gone over budget a little bit in a couple areas. But anyway, that is how I am doing so far. I would love to know how your August is going budget-wise, and if you have not already made a budget yet, you need to go do that now, because it's not too late. It's never too late to at least go back and, track your spending, see what you're doing, see what you maybe need to change for next month. And then actually, I think next week I should be telling you about my September budget and how that is shaping up. So, you can look forward to that. So, of course, let me know how your budget's going down in the comments down below, and make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss my September budget next week. And then, of course, my August recap for the whole month in another, week or week and a half or so. And of course, don't forget to like this video, share it with somebody else that might be trying to get their budget under control, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.